Welcome to Underrated or Overrated with LEGO Access.
Is LEGO Star Wars Rebels overrated or underrated? With the release of Ahsoka, I thought it would be good to go back and have a look at some of the LEGO Star Wars Rebels sets and figure out if they are under or overrated. So come with me as we explore through the adventures of the Ghost in LEGO form. So let's take a look then. This theme really did not last that long, but Rebels is probably one of my favourite TV shows of all time, and only number 2 to the Clone Wars. So, starting off, we had a 30274 ATDP bag, pulley bag. Yes, for the pulley bags, you know, we'll just leave it as what they are. A pulley bag is a pulley bag. We've got some TIE fighters for the pulley bags. We got, what else did we get? We got some Stormtrooper Sergeants. We got Rebel A-Wing pilot. We'll just leave those as it is. Okay, so let's see about the actual set. So starting off then, we have the Phantom. Okay, now actually, so yeah, we have the Phantom. Now, in terms of the Phantom then, let's have a look. This is the OG Phantom before it got destroyed. Let's just have a look. So this set includes Ezra and Chopper. Obviously, it's got Ezra with his longer hair, his helmet, Stormtrooper helmet. And to me, it looks very, very, very good. So just having a look at this, then let's have a look at some of the images. The box looks very, very, very cool here. Yeah, I mean, it does just look like a very, very cool looking box, very, very cool looking set. In terms of minifigures, it looks very, very, very cool. And I personally really do like this set. Now, for me personally, this is a very, very basic ship, really, isn't it? If we're just going off of that, it's a very, very basic ship. And to be completely honest, I'm not sure if it would rank up in terms of Star Wars ships. I'm not really a big Star Wars ship kind of guy, guys. So I'm not sure how it would rank up compared to that. But just looking at this set in total then, I think Ezra looks very, very good. He looks very, very accurate to how he looks in Rebels in LEGO form. And the ship looks alright. It looks a bit, to use a better word, Lego-y, as in terms of like, it's not really blended in that well when you're like matching it up. I really hate the design when they like fold something up and you can see like the underneath of it, if that makes sense. So yeah, personally, I don't think that looks anywhere near as good as, you know, I think for a first attempt from Rebels, it does look decent, but I'm not sure how much I think the set is that great. I think it's a decent looking set here. So if we just go back then, let's look at my favourite set from the LEGO Star Wars Rebels line, which is the Ghost. Now the Ghost actually doesn't even include Ezra in it. Ezra comes from the Phantom, obviously. So we've got Hera, Kanan, pre being blinded, Zeb, and then obviously you get the Stormtrooper. Now if we just take a look at the images for this set, I mean, it looks like a very, very good set. I think it is. I personally got this set. I know how good this set is. It was very, very fun to build. You've got some escape pods in here. It is a very, very fun set to build. Now, always my biggest criticism with the LEGO ships is I prefer looking at the inside of these things. Like the Millennium Falcon was always really cool to me just because we had, you know, like you had the inside of the ship, you can walk around, you can sit on the thing. You can't do that in the Ghost, but the figures themselves are really, really cool. I think those minifigures are one of the strongest part of LEGO Star Wars. And just this, so you've got Zeb, who I think looks amazingly cool here. It comes with Hera Syndulla as well, which she looks amazing. And then you've got Kanan, who looks very good, and then you've got a Stormtrooper there as well. It comes with a lot of parts, but I think the Ghost definitely is one of my favorite sets that we do get here. And yeah, if you wanted to buy that brand new now, £757. So it certainly has held its price there. It originally retailed for £69.99, which honestly, that's a bargain for this sort of set. You think about these sort of sets that we're getting now from the Bad Batch and Ahsoka and stuff. £200 for that Cad Bane cruiser, whatever it was. That's outrageous. And this was only £69.99 in June 2014 is when these first sets released. Now we also do have an Imperial transport. I didn't really know how this relates too much to Rebels. Yeah, I guess it's the Empire and stuff like that. But it's not really a Rebel set, honestly. Just looking at this set. Yeah, I mean, it looks right. I mean, it's just, you know, your bog standard sort of Imperial troop thing where you get lots of the enemies and stuff like that. That released only for 11. Oh my days, these prices are so good compared to what Lego is now. I've just clocked this. Some of these prices are insane. Now we also have a TIE Advanced prototype. We got one unique figure. Let me just have a look at these minifigures. So you've got the Grand Inquisitor in this set as well. I didn't realise who it was at first. I don't actually remember him wearing quite similar. I think that's not very accurate to the Rebel stuff. But again, you can't really fault the techniques that have been used to build these sets, honestly. Just looking at these sets, I mean, it's just Star Wars through and through. You've got how they build the TIE fighters, you've got how they build their ships. It will just look the same as that. But I think the unique figures really bring up Star Wars as well. And I think the Grand Inquisitor, definitely a core part of this. I'm not sure how much he looks to his original self. I think I would have preferred him not with the helmet, not with the sort of weird outfit he's got going on here. But yeah, that's definitely a set I would look. And that was only $39.99. What has Lego come to these days? Next up, you have an ATDP, which has obviously got your other villain in it. So we've obviously got Inquisitor in the last one. We've got Callus in this one, who again, maybe he's a bit weaker because obviously Callus is just a bit generic, but I think this is a really, really good figure of Agent Callus. And I mean, yeah, I think the minifigures hold this up and prop this up. And in Star Wars, the minifigures always prop up Star Wars. And I think for Rebels especially, just looking at the set, they all are amazing. Yeah, you can say, like I said about the Inquisitor, doesn't look as good. But you just get like the normal Star Wars ships. You get like the Phantom and the Ghost that you can put together, which is really, really cool. But then you get like some unique minifigures like Ezra, Chopper, Hera, Kanan, Zeb. As we've looked at so far, they've all been amazing figures. Now you've also got the Wookiee gunship, which released in 2015 for £59.99 pounds, and it's got that basic sort of Wookiee build here. And yeah, I mean, I think I sort of remember this set. Is this maybe the one where they freed the Wookiees in season 1? Obviously, I'm just like rewatching it. I can't really remember too much. I'm only in season 3 right now. But I was like, I really want to make a video on this. But yeah, I think this Wookiee gunship, I really like the Wookiee stuff whenever they've done any Wookiee stuff, because I mean, it just looks cool, if that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, it just has some really cool details. Let's have a look at some of the minifigures there then. So we've got the Wookiee printed arm, Wolf. Yeah, these guys are the two from Rebels when they freed them in that one set as well. So yeah, that is a really, really cool set. You've got 3 unique figures to that set as well. Then you've got a couple of speed bikes, and this is where we finally get a Sabine entry. Again, Sabine looks alright, but also I think, to be honest, she looks more like live action Sabine than she does to cartoon Sabine, even though live action Sabine wasn't a thing at this point. But this, again, just your basic sort of speeder. There's a really cool design from Ezra. You've got Ezra's lightsaber here, before Darth Vader breaks it, which can obviously shoot the stormtroopers. Again, releasing there, and I think, yeah, that Sabine figure is really, really cool. But it doesn't really look too much like the cartoon one. I feel like it's kind of hard to get what the cartoon one looks when you've got kind of like a blocky square massive torso here that you have to use. That released for only £19. These prices are so good. I wish Lego still did these prices, by the way. Then you got the Imperial Assault, which actually lasted one of the longest times on this. You got Callus in this, you got Sabine, and you got a couple of TIE fighters. Is that miniaturized? I think, as well. And maybe you got I think you got Chopper as well here, painted. Oh no, it's just a Asteroid Droid Imperial. I would assume that would have been Chopper painted as well. But then you got, obviously you got Agent Callus again here with hair this time, and you've got Sabine with dark blue hair. So again, very, very cool. Then you've got Kane and Speedbike from the first episode, which again is a very, very cool look at that. And then they sort of slowed down a little bit after these sets as well. So we got a Vader tie wing here. You can see Sabine. Sabine's actually included in a lot of these sets if you actually look at it, like the Ghost and the Phantom have Ezra and stuff in it. But you don't get Zeb or Hera in any other set, really, I don't think, rather than those two sets. Sabine comes in a lot of sets here. And this is called, the Vader's tie wing versus the A-wing starfighter, which I think she uses when they fight a couple of Mandalorians for the first time. So you've obviously got, well, to me that looks like Tarkin. Is that Tarkin? Yeah, you got Grand Moff Tarkin, who obviously comes in season 2 with Vader. You got Sabine with bright green hair. You got Rebel piloting, and you got Darth Vader with his sort of Rebels look, which is quite cool and quite a bit different there. Now, one set I really wish I did get, because I can only imagine how expensive this is nowadays, is, it's actually £267, so it's double in price, is Rex's ship. Now, you've got, let's actually just look at these images for this. So, you've got the actual set, which looks quite cool. Comes with Rex and Wolf and, I forgot his name. What's his name? Gregor as well there. And obviously the fifth brother, who is an absolutely terrible Inquisitor and Sith. But this set is very, very cool. And I wish this one set that if I could go back in time until the set would have released seven years ago. So yeah, my 12-year-old self begged for this set. I would definitely have put this on my list. This set looks really, really cool. It looks really amazing. And one of the reasons I'm doing this video, I didn't realise this set even existed. And obviously we've got 4 unique figures into the set, which probably bump up the price a lot. You've got the fifth brother, Commander Gregor, Rex when he's old, and Wolfie as well when he's old here, although he did betray them to the Empire. And now you have next up, even going further onwards here, guys, is the Rebel Combat Frigate. Now, I think this has got Soto in it. It's got Chopper in it, Callus, Ezra, and Ahsoka. Is that Soto? Yeah, Grand Sato. So they're all in this as well. This freighter looks very, very cool. It's finally got Ahsoka in it as well. I would. I think if there's one thing I'll go back and look like, that does not look like Soto that much. And you've got Callus in there as well. I would love to go back and buy all these sets. The price at the time is really, really good money for what they are. But I'm never going to be able to do it, am I, guys? I'm never going to be able to do it. So, we've also got the Phantom here, which finally brings in. They kind of stopped doing or making that many Rebel sets, because obviously they released quite a couple in 2016, or quite a few in 2016. And then they released the majority of them in 2015, and the Ghost and the Phantom in 2014. I wonder how long the Ghost actually became a set for. That was the 1st of June 2014 to the 31st of December 2015. So, that's cool, but they kind of slowed down towards the end. And the last thing we got was a Phantom that fits onto the Ghost. Has a Kanan blind, which is really cool, and also has Thrawn. And I have actually got this set as well. I really do like this set. I think this sort of design for the Phantom is way cooler than the other one we got earlier on, and it's just a very, very cool set for us to get. It's also very cool to get Thrawn, and again, the unique minifigures bring up this set as well from Thrawn and Kanan there. So let's have a look at one set which let's just review this. So in terms of sets, where would I put it in terms of sets? I would put this, where would I put it in terms of sets? Obviously we've done Doctor Who. I think it's better than Doctor Who. Or is it though? Oh god, guys, this is actually a tough decision. I think in terms of sets, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 for it, just because there's a couple of sets which I think are as in they use like the old building techniques, which are kind of a bit badly built. The minifigures, I know I do this a lot. Star Wars always is 10 out of 10 minifigures. This does not change for Rebels. In fact, I love the Rebel minifigures even more. The price in terms of what it was when it released, I'm sorry, but that is a 10 out of 10. It was incredibly cheap for what you got. You got the Ghost for $69.99, which is incredibly cheap at the time. And I wish Lego prices were still like that now, because you can only imagine what it would be like now. The Lego builds themselves, I'm not a big fan of building Lego Star Wars stuff, so I'll put that as a 7 out of 10. I'm not a big fan of actually building ships and building stuff inside of that. Obviously, then for the playability, we have to give it a 10 out of 10, literally just because you just have to, because the playability with Star Wars ships, everyone knows how to, it's obvious. The reason I give the Lego build maybe a bit lower than everyone thought is I just don't really enjoy building Lego Star Wars ships. I like building like modular buildings with lots of inside. Star Wars doesn't just, they never give you like a load of like stuff to put inside. It's more just all of the outside stuff for me there anyway. Now I have rambled on for you guys for about 16 minutes about these amazing Lego Star Wars Rebels set and how they are. So yeah, I would definitely do that. So in terms of how much that is 45, if I've done the maths correctly. I think it is, yeah, 45 out of 50 for Rebels. I'll definitely put it up there. And I definitely would say it is, drumroll please, ooh, it's underrated. It's so underrated. People are like, let me not watch Rebels, it's animated, it's not that big deal. Or what are you guys doing now when you're trying to watch Ahsoka? Are you kind of confused? What are you doing now? It's so underrated, and the Lego sets are even more underrated. So thank you guys for watching another Lego Access video, and I hope you enjoyed it about talking about Lego Star Wars Rebels are overrated or underrated. And if you want a sneak peek into the videos that we are releasing next year, I'll tell you one next week. I'll tell you one of them. We will be reviewing the Lego Ahsoka sets and also seeing which ones should have been built or made at the conclusion of the TV show. So I'll be very interested to talk to you guys about the conclusion of the TV show. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.